Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. Ooh, child. It's Monday. Let me see. Now I can look on my watch. May 19th, 2025. Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning to you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, I hope you all had a great weekend. Mine was pretty good. A little boring, but it was all right. I didn't do much of anything. I got some upcoming birthday parties, 55 birthday party. I had one this weekend. I didn't go. I got a 55th birthday party to go to. I have a 60th birthday party to go to. Both of those in June. I got quite a bit of stuff coming up. Everybody making these 55 birthdays and 60th birthdays. I got another birthday party coming up. I think his birthday is May 31st. Another classmate, lady that I work with, she turning 60. It's got a few birthday parties coming up. But anywho, it is Monday. Money making Monday. That's what one of my girlfriends call it. Like I said, I had a pretty decent weekend. It wasn't bad. I'm tired though. I wanted to stay home today. I really did. Mondays are just rough. I don't know if they rough for y'all or not, but they are rough. They are just rough. And it's cold. That's another thing. It's chilly in the shop. Now, you know, last week we had weather. It was like 94 last Thursday. Girl, this week they saying our temperatures are going to be below average all week. I'm like, huh? I don't know what happened, but it's getting ready to be cool, like we in March or something. I don't know. And see, that's why people get pneumonia and stay sick, because you don't know what the weather is going to be like. You don't know how to dress. One minute you in short sleeve shirts, little jackets. The next minute you got to put these coats back on. You don't know how to dress. This weather is so weird. But anywho, it is Monday. It's Monday. Yeah, so here we are. Another day to give God glory and praise, and to thank him for waking us up this morning and starting us on our way with the activities of our limbs. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm grateful. I don't know about you, but I'm grateful. And I'm thankful despite all that's going on. I'm grateful and thankful. So I did want to talk to you all about a subject, and it's about how people get so in their feelings when they are not invited to an event. And we're going to talk about that. I probably have talked to you about this before, but we're going to revisit it again. But before I get into my subject, I know that we all on this channel, you know, those of us that talk to each other in the comments, that's how we've gotten to know each other. And I read every comment that you all leave, and so I'm always trying to be sensitive to whatever is going on with you guys, as well as you are with me. So I don't really understand and don't really know what's going on with Meadow Shrub. He left a comment yesterday on the video I did with the walking sticks. I'm not really clear about what's going on with you, Meadow. I don't really understand what you were saying. I'm lost and I'm confused. But whatever feelings you're having, or whatever feeling you can't shake, what I can say to you is that, you know, that sounds like to me a sign of depression. It sounds like, you know, You probably need to, you need to write down, you need to journal your feelings of how you feeling. I know it was hard for me to follow because you weren't specific about what it is that you were even asking us to pray for. So I don't know, I'm lost, and I didn't really understand it, and I didn't write a comment back to you. I saw that Brenda just wrote a comment back to you. I didn't write a comment under your message because I didn't know where to go with it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it. I was very, very lost, and I was very, very confused. I was like, I read it 4 times, and I was like, what is he trying to say? But I kind of understood it, but I didn't understand it. And I guess you were saying that there's some things that there's this feeling that you having, you don't know why you having it. I don't even know how to articulate what it is that you should do other than to say that you need to probably scratch the surface and find out what it is that's bothering you. I mean, you know you better than anybody, right? And so, I don't know. I guess I would say to you, just, pray. If you believe in prayer, you did ask people to pray for you in the comments. So, I mean, you have to just do some soul searching on that one, because that one, I don't know. I really don't. I'm usually I have an answer, but I don't have an answer for this. But the only answer that I can give you is that you seek, that you just ask God to search your heart and lift whatever burden or whatever feeling that you're having, because you wasn't specific about who or what or why you have the feeling that you have. So it's hard for me to go there with you on that, because your comment was so vague. It left me like, what does this mean? What are you saying? And I'm sure that you wrote it that way because maybe you didn't want people to know what you were talking about. But I'm gonna just say this: let me put it to you like this. This is the thing that annoys me about people, and this is not directed to you, Metal, but this is the thing that annoys me with people that do this, and they do it a lot on Facebook. I need you all to pray for me, but no questions asked, or don't ask me no questions of what you all want me to pray for. I'd pass those posts up, because here's my issue with those type of posts. My issue with those type of posts are simply this: are you looking for attention, or do you really want somebody to pray for you? Because the reason why I say that is because, is that one of our poles? What street is this? I don't know what street this is. I'm looking at something that looked like something that my department need to come check out. But the reason why I'm saying this is because when you ask for a prayer, you have to be specific in what you're asking for. Because we all have days that we feeling down and heavy weighted, and we don't really know what's going on, right? We know that we just feel, we all wake up. I wake up quite a bit on days and just be like, feeling, heavy, So I certainly understand that. But what I was saying was, I always see people on Facebook that do this. Pray for me, no questions asked. I pass those posts up because what exactly are you asking for me to pray for? You understand what I'm saying? Here's the thing. You can't be secret about a prayer request. I'm not saying a person that know all of your business or what all that you need. If you say to me, pray for me, okay, I will, but I don't know what I'm praying for. If you say whatever, but when people put that on Facebook, I ignore those posts because you don't want us to know what it is you need prayer for, but you want to come and ask us to pray for you. See, God has said that you need to be specific in your prayer requests. Let your prayer requests be known, so that that one thing is we can pray for that one thing for Him to intercede. So I understood what you were saying, but I didn't understand what you were saying. And you were saying that you have this feeling and you don't know how to shake this feeling and it's nagging at you. You know what it is. You know what the feeling is. You know what the feeling is, and you know your own your own thing. You know you're in your body more than anybody is, and you know what's going on with you. And it could be, like I said, it could be you've been working really hard. You know, I read your comment where you said you was working really hard. You probably just need some rest. You're probably just tired mentally and physically, you know. But I just need, I don't know. I need more information. I'm lost. And like I said, you know, people get on Facebook with that. Pray for me, no questions asked. I don't need to know all your business, but you know, say what it is you want me to pray for. And then you don't want me to, you're basically telling me, don't be nosy, don't ask me nothing, just pray for me. I don't do that. I don't, you know, my thing is this, then just go to God. You don't need us to pray for you. Just go to God. You know what I'm saying? Just go to God on your own. You don't need me to pray for you. You know, if you don't want to say what it is, you know, I'm just being honest. See if I got time to pick up this tissue. Yeah. I passed those posts up. So I did see what you wrote, but I didn't make a comment to you because I didn't know how to respond to what you were saying. So all I'm gonna say is that whatever it is that's bothering you or bugging you or whatever feeling you have, you need to just maybe write it down. Like I said, journal. Journal how you feeling. I don't know. But anyway, we just gonna ask God to lift whatever burden that you dealing with off of you and to give you peace. I'm gonna say that. That's what I'm gonna say. And I hope that not that I hope that He will. I know that He will, because He's just that kind of God that He will deliver whatever it is. And like I said, we all have days like that, but you know what it is. You know what the nagging feeling is, or the feeling that you can't get rid of. You know. So maybe you don't want to share that, and that's understandable because that's your private business. But all I would say is that we all have those moments and those days where we just, you know, we got some stuff going on, we feeling a certain type of way. So I certainly understand. But I was a little confused. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm like, what is he saying? I didn't understand it. I was just lost a little bit. Okay, so that's that. So the subject that I wanted to talk to you all about was that, you know, I've seen how I've come to realize that people are so, what's the word I'm looking for? People get so in their feelings when you don't invite them to an event. And I see it a lot on social media. Not recently. I've seen it quite a bit. But I was thinking about something this morning, about somebody in particular, this friend of mine. Actually, they're a couple. And I think I shared with you all how they got upset with me because I didn't invite them to my birthday party, right? And so, you know, I've noticed how, and this is what I've come to realize with people that a lot of people, a lot of times, want to be invited to things because they don't have no money to do nothing, to go nowhere, right? To do no other activities other than coming to your house and eating up your food and drinking up your liquor or whatever it is you got, right? Because it's very weird to me and very odd to me that people become that upset and that riled up about you not inviting them. That to me is just weird to me. And so I've come to realize that there's a lot of people who are upset or get upset about you not inviting them because they don't got nowhere to go. You know, because I'm going to tell you all, I am so okay with people not inviting me to stuff. Most of the stuff that I get invited to, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm just going to be real honest with y'all. If me and you are friends and we tight and we cool and you my girl and you my guy, whatever, I'm going to come and support you, right? I'm going to do that. But I don't really have to go to anything. and a lot of people have said that I'm and I used to be really more outgoing. And a lot of people like, but you a people person, you outgoing, you like to be around people. I do. But what people don't understand about me is that I'm a loner as well. People they don't understand that about me. And they think because I have this bubbly personality and I can talk to anybody and I'm friendly, that I want to hang. I don't. I am very okay with being by myself. Now, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I like that person, I want to be around them, right? But I'm also not mad if you don't want to be around and you want to go kick it and do something else with somebody else. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. You know, I'm not gonna say it would make me feel a certain type of way because it would, but at the same time, I know how to be my own best company. You know what I'm saying? I know how to be my own best company. I know how to keep myself busy. I know how to keep myself engaged in other things. I know how to have fun by myself. I know how to do all of that by myself. You know, I don't look for other people to make me happy or to make me do this, that, or the other. My mother had said to me over the weekend, she said, you do a lot by yourself. She said, you know how to be by yourself. And part of the reason why I know how to be by myself is because I know how to be by myself because of the simple fact that I'm not in a relationship with nobody, so I've learned how to do things that I want to do that don't require me having to ask somebody do they want to do it. I don't wait on people to decide what they want to do. You know, a lot of people, they gotta always have somebody with them. They can't go to the movies by themselves. They can't go out to dinner by themselves. One thing I wouldn't do by myself is I wouldn't go on a trip by myself. Okay, I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't take a trip by myself. But and there's some people who take trips by themselves too. There's a lot of people that do that. I'm not comfortable with being by myself, going on a trip. I would like to have somebody with me, only just for safety reasons. But and how we was talking about this was that it's a young lady. Oh, my nose itch. It's a young lady that I follow on Facebook. She's a content creator. She's a comedian, right? And she was saying that it was her birthday this past weekend, and she's in Italy, Rome. And she said that it's her 36th birthday, the best birthday, and she said, I didn't ask nobody to go. I didn't wait on nobody to get their money together. She said, this is where I wanted to come for my birthday, and this is what I did. And I admire people. I really, really do. I admire people that can go on vacations by themselves. I really, really do. Because that is, ooh, this looks dark. Because that is not me. Okay? I think I could go on a staycation by myself. Like, when I mean staycation, like, I think I could go to, like maybe Wisconsin Dells, now hot, or somewhere like that. But Rome, Italy, I ain't that bold. And I'm going to say this. I ain't that grown. And she younger than me. She 36. I just ain't that grown. I ain't grew up to that point yet. But I ain't got to that point. But I can go out to dinner by myself. I can go to a movie by myself. I can go shopping by myself. I can drive in the car by myself. I enjoy my peace. I really, really just enjoy my peace. I don't have to constantly be with people and go places with people to have the best time. I can have a good time with myself. I guess that's what I'm saying. I know how to have a good time by myself, with myself. Would I like to be in a relationship where, you know, I did things with somebody and traveled with somebody and was doing things? Of course I would. Of course. But that's not the case. Do I get depressed about that sometimes and get sad about that sometimes? I do. I do. You know, I really do. Because I never thought that I would be at this point in my life, at this age, still single and not in a committed relationship. But I also am very thankful to God that I'm not in a relationship because I don't like certain things. And I'm very, very picky. And I'm very picky. And a lot of men have told me that I'm very picky. And I am. And I've had men tell me, when you don't get your way, you know, when you don't get your way, you don't, you know, you don't want to be bothered. That's true. That is true. But see, like I've explained to some men, but you say to how I act when I don't get my way, but you're getting your way. You're getting everything from me, so why can't I? I feel like this. If I'm in a relationship with you, I feel like you ought to spoil me, and I should spoil you. I feel like I should, well, dang. I feel like I should, make sure y'all stop. I feel like you all should, I feel like we should take care of each other. We should spoil each other. You know, it shouldn't be no one-sided. And so the men who have said that to me have often been the men who have not done nothing for me, who have not taken care of me. And when I say not taking care of me, I ain't talking about financially, because you men, y'all got an issue when I talk about finances, which lets me know that when I talk about men and finances and those types of things, that lets me know how cheap a lot of you all are, and how broke a lot of you all are, and how you all, you know, you want something for nothing. You want all the goods, you want all the this and all the that, but you don't want to do nothing for it, as I've said and stated before. However, always on this end. Oh, Fred. You know, which lets me know that when you all start having a fit about, oh, I got to spend some money, or I got to do this, or I got to do that, that lets me know that most of you all, y'all don't want to spend no money. You know, like I said, you want all the goods, and you don't want to have to do nothing for it. And that's just not how it's gonna be. Not with me. Not with me. Now, y'all don't know what y'all do with other women, you know, and maybe other women is okay with you not, you know, spending no money on them, but you ain't gonna be bouncing up and down on my body and think that you ain't gotta do nothing for me. I mean, that's just me, okay? Call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it being a hoe, prostitute, or whatever, but y'all, men are the biggest hoes than any woman. And that's the truth. But getting back to what I was saying, I've had men say that, you know, that I'm that when I don't get my way, you know, I'm difficult. Well, I am difficult when I don't get my way. And I'm difficult when I don't get my way because I'm giving you your way. So that's selfish to me. You want to take, but you don't want to give nothing? That ain't the game we playing over here. Because I don't ask for much. I don't require much. I don't need much. But why should I keep taking care of you and making sure you're good, and you ain't taking care of me to make sure I'm good? Now, where they do that at? Nope. Ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Nope. My ear, I feel like I have a ear infection. I'm telling you, this weather is so up and down. And I got allergies because my nose be itching. No, it's weird. But a lot of people get in their feelings when you don't invite them to things, because they don't want to spend no money. So they want to come and party, and they want to come and kick it. They want to come eat your food. They want to come drink your wine. But then what's interesting to me, these same people have things and they don't invite you. But yet they get in their feelings when you don't invite them. And I don't understand that. And see, I'm the type of person that I'm okay with you not inviting me to stuff. I'm okay with that. Okay? But I feel like this, and my girlfriend said this to me, and I agree with my girlfriend, but when she said it to me, you know, at the time that she said it to me, I kind of like, not felt some type of way, but kind of like laughed at it or whatever, because my girlfriend said that she is like this. If I can't come to your house, you can't come to mine. And that makes sense, right? I mean, that makes sense, because why should you be allowed to come to my house, eat my food, drink my wine, eat my, you know, party at my crib, but I can't come to nothing that you have? And again, I never call nobody up and say, oh, you had something and you didn't even invite me. I don't care. Listen here, I want you to get something, I want you to understand something about invites. People invite who they want there. So two things happen about invites. Two things. Either the person forgot to invite you, or either the person didn't invite you because they didn't want you there. I mean, that's the only way you can look at it. You got to understand that everybody doesn't require your presence, and everybody don't fuck with you like that. And it's a lot of people that don't fuck with me, and I'm okay with that. But then it's a lot of people that invite me to a lot of stuff because they do like me. And half of the stuff that I'm invited to, honestly, to be honest with you all, I don't even attend. Like I said, I got to really like you. I got to really be feeling you, because I don't go everywhere that I'm invited to. I just don't. Especially when I see you on social media and y'all all into smoking blunts, getting drunk. See, I'm past that. Not that I was ever a person who got drunk and got drunk and was doing drugs or anything like that. But I am past the stage of I gotta be at every party. I am past the stage of I gotta be at everything with everybody. I'm past that stage. If I see you, I see you. If we see each other, we see each other. We speak, we speak. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But like, I don't have to hang with you though. I really don't. And I know this is probably gonna sound bad to say, I don't like everybody. I just don't. I don't like everybody. And I'm okay with not having to be around people. And I'm okay with not having to be at everything that everybody have. If my classmates are having stuff, some of them I go to their stuff. Some of their stuff I don't go to it, because we ain't like that with each other. We ain't like that. I can name on one hand how many people that I would really attend something and support. A lot of people I wouldn't. I just wouldn't, because we just ain't like that. We ain't like that, and I don't have that vibe with you. You know what I'm saying? We just, no. And another thing too, going to a lot of different functions and being around a lot of different people, it can become very messy. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing I don't like. One thing I don't like, and one thing I don't want to put up with, is a bunch of mess. That's just like here on this job. It's so messy on this job. I ain't got time for that. I ain't here for that. And that's why I stay to myself here at work. That's why I stay to myself a lot. Even with, I get on social media, and I'll post this and I'll post that or whatever. I'll talk. I do that because that's what I do. Like, I get on here and talk. But people are messy. People are messy. And the best way to stay out of bullshit with people is by not attending everything. Seriously. The best way to stay out of bullshit is stop going. Don't attend everything. And to me, I feel like this: if you're a married couple, why you gotta go to why you gotta be at every event, every function, every party, every why? You all got each other. And if you all don't enjoy each other's company, you all can't do some things together. I don't get it. I just ain't gotta be at everything. I don't have to be. I don't have to be at everything. I don't have to be at every party, every club. I just don't. And I think I just have outgrew that. I still love house music. I love concerts. I had no desire or no interest to go see Beyonce. I heard the show was fabulous. She's not somebody that I would spend money to go see. I'm not. I like some of her songs. I have one Beyonce CD out of all the CDs that she's ever put out. I have one. She just not somebody that I was. If they said if it was your last dollar, If it was your last dollar, would you spend it on going to see Beyonce? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Now, if it was Prince, God rest his soul, I would. Okay, I would. I do want to go see Lettucey and Kim in concert. And there's a few other people that I would go see in concert. But Beyonce, not so much. But I heard she gave a damn good show, a dynamite show. She had a show Thursday. I don't think she had one Friday. I know she had one Thursday, Saturday, and yesterday. And I looked at everybody that was posting on my social media, my friends, and they were talking about they had a ball. But I'm not a huge Beyonce fan like that. I told y'all my niece is going. She's going to Vegas to see her in July. And my sister has seen her once. Somebody else that I wouldn't break my neck to go see is Janet Jackson. I'm not a huge Janet Jackson fan either. Love her music. But my sister has seen Janet Jackson in concert so many doggone times. And Michael Jackson. But I'm gonna tell you what I really like to go see. What I'm really into, more so than concerts. I like to go see Broadway plays. I'm a Broadway play type of person. I want to go see stuff like, I would love to have seen Aladdin. Even though I know that it's more geared to, children. But I would have loved to have went to see Aladdin. I wanted to go see the Motown, when the Motown, whatever it was all about Motown. It was a Broadway musical play. I wanted to go see that. I missed it. The last concert I think I went to, if I'm not mistaken, was Anita Baker. And I was highly pissed off. Her concert was excellent, but she was 2.5 hours late, if not 3. Now, I was on vacation that week, so, I was cool with it. But other people, they had to go to work, And I know some other people that, and that's another thing one of my girlfriends do. I got a girlfriend, she go to concerts by herself. I think I could go to a concert by myself, but I wouldn't want to. She went to see Usher. She paid the tickets to go see Usher here in Chicago. She paid, what she tell me, $700 to go see him. And she said, I wasn't asking nobody. She said, because this is what I wanted to do. She was way up in the front. She said, I could touch him. She said, but I didn't want to listen to nobody saying that they didn't have the money to go see him. And she went. And I said, and you did the right thing. And I'm glad you didn't call me. Because I wouldn't, me personally, even for Prince, I wouldn't have paid no $700. And I'm just telling y'all the truth. I wouldn't. Then again, I don't know. Maybe I would. Cause honey, I loved me some Prince, baby. Ooh, that was my heart. But I said all that to say that when you have to learn how to be your own best company, and you have to not be so into your feelings about people not inviting you to things. I think the only time I was really in my feelings about not being invited to something when it was my best friend, who was supposed to be my best friend, the one that I don't talk to no more, when she had her 60th birthday party not too long ago, 2 years ago, and she didn't invite me. I knew then that the friendship was over. And then when she didn't come to my housewarming party, I felt some type of way, you know. And in fact, she didn't invite, when she turned 59, she didn't invite me to that party either. So, you know, that's ultimately why our friendship has ended. It ended because of the simple fact of the way in which she moved. But she another one that if I saw her, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. But it won't ever be like it was. You know, that's for sure. It just won't be. This guy here that I be waving at every morning they go out, he getting ready to retire. He been here 30 some years. It's like we got like 4 or 5 people that's retiring from here. So, oh, my nose itch. I hate that. I hate when my nose itch. Oh, it's so aggravating. So, you know, I guess my whole point of bringing this subject up, because like I said, I see so many people that be in their feelings, and I see people like when people have something, I see in the comment section, people say, oh, so no invite, huh? It's like, if you didn't get invited, it's the reason why you didn't get invited. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why. And I mean, I guess, like I said, only people that I would be in my feelings about is like a really good friend, a best friend. And if they didn't invite me to something, I would say, I wouldn't, like her. I never called her up and asked her why she didn't invite me. I just, in my mind, I just said, well, okay, it is what it is, you know. And just that quick, I got something on my eyelid. Piece of hair, I feel something. I don't know where it went, but just like with her, I never called her up and asked her, oh, so, you know, why you, like, oh, you didn't invite me or whatever. I never asked her, because I don't need to ask you why you didn't invite me. If you didn't invite me, I already know why you didn't invite me. And the reason why you didn't invite me was because you didn't want me there. And for her, she can't say that she forgot to send me no invite. You know, she had a house full of people, you know, family and friends and stuff for her 60th and everything. And, you know, it's all good. It's all good. I haven't deleted her off of Facebook or anything like that, but I don't have nothing. We don't have, it's not for us to talk about. She's never come to see my house, and she never will. Like I said, if something happens with her or her husband or her children, I'm gonna call and say, hey, you need me, what you need me to do, blah, 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 blah. You know, and that's it. You know, and that's it. But as far as being friends, like really being friends, nah. We ain't gonna never be like that. Them days are over. It's just over, you know. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with friendships ending. I really am. I just got to the point in my life that I feel like this: if you for me, you for me. If you my friend, our friendship shouldn't be ending. If our friendship is ended or has ended, it ain't gonna be because of me. I promise you that. On God, it ain't gonna be because of me. You know, I tend to, like I said, I tend to stay to myself a lot because I don't like bullshit. I don't like people saying Sherelle said or Cece said. So how we gonna alleviate that? How we gonna alleviate that is by me not being around. Real talk. So sometimes don't be so concerned about who didn't invite you or why they didn't invite you. Be glad, because it keeps you out of BS. It keeps you out of mess. And if it's somebody that's important in your life who didn't invite you to something, a family member, you know, your cousin, family, or a good friend, that's going to tell you a lot about them. It's going to tell you a lot about them. And what it's going to tell you is that they don't fuck with you like that. And they don't want you around them like that. And because they don't want you around them like that, leave them alone. So, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. And we'll do it all again on Tuesday. Okay? And we're going to pray for Meadow. I don't really know what I'm praying for, but I'm going to pray that God lifts the heaviness or the thought or whatever it is that you're feeling, that he lifts that off of you and he gives you peace. Okay? All right. So you all have a great day, and I'll see you on here tomorrow. All right. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. All right. Have a great day. Peace and blessings. Bye.